this next guy coming to the stage is a real class act. Please make some noise for Paul Oddo.
Better hear it, guys. Keep it going for all the comedians. Hey. Got sports fans in the audience tonight? Yeah, good. We need more of you, and less politics fans. It's getting really annoying with the politics shit. I started doing stand-up in Houston, Texas, right? That's where I'm from originally. And I talk about a lot of weird shit on stage. And when I started doing stand-up, a lot of people down in Houston would say, "You seem like a real blue state comic. Like, maybe you should go." You know? It's kind of like weird. Got kicked out of my own house, sort of. And then I went to New York, and I lived there for a long time. But when I live in, I'll tell him you whistle. But when I was in New York, I got a very distinct, like, "So you were obviously a January 6th kind of vibe." Like, they're like, "You stormed the Capitol. How did you like Pelosi's office?" Like that. And so I get this weird, like, everybody assumes things about me, which I think is just the business that we're in now. Everybody assumes about everybody. But I personally consider myself, like, I don't like politics, but there's no getting away from it, right? Like, but I consider myself to be politically comedian, which is annoying to people, but I view it that way because I like to have the conversations. I like to talk to people about what they find interesting and what their positions are, but I like to listen to what this side is, and I like to listen to what this side is, and then I like to take that information and I go home and I try to write a real good dick joke about that. Because that's my job. That's what I do. I try to get everybody having a good time and then a little drunk and they go try to fuck each other. That's where my job stops. I'm not running for comptroller or whatever. Like, I'm not trying to persuade anyone. But it's very difficult to be that. You can't, because everybody wants you to be on some kind of team and shit. And it's annoying if you don't want to be on a team because I just find that very dull more than anything else. It's very dull and annoying. I've always considered myself more on the liberally side because I'm an artist and I've always been broke. So I just assumed that was kind of where my team was. But I thought that I got to choose that, and that's not so much the thing anymore. Now you have to qualify in this weird way that I never understood to be the case. Now you say you're a liberal person, and they're like, we determine whether or not you're liberal. It's like, since when? Like, you have to qualify. It's weird. Like, you got to go through all these hoops. It's very strange. It's like when you first found out you had to qualify to run a marathon. You remember how annoying that was, just that realization where you're like, wait, you gotta pay money and like run other races and show up here. You can't just show up. It's like, fuck that. I thought we were just gonna run around. This is some bullshit. I can staple a piece of paper in my own chest and run. Fuck you. But the weirdness about, like, trying to fit into the liberal team is, like, first of all, you're not fun. So why are you pushing anybody out? You should be sucking my dick to get me over here. Like, you're not a good time, especially not around, like, holidays or fun shit. You know what I mean? Like, anything. It's like Thanksgiving, you're going to bring it down. You go to some 4th of July party, they're going to be like, well, it would have been great if it wasn't for the murder of all the Native Americans. It's like, you're not wrong, but shut up. Like, just for a minute, get you a hot dog and a sparkler and have a good time. We can talk about it later. It doesn't always, don't ruin everything. So, because I don't know if you know this about the other team, there are no stipulations to being on that team, just for the record. You know what you got to do to be on that team? You got to answer this question. Hey, buddy, how do you feel about getting fucked up on boats? You like that? You want to do that with us? Okay, cool. Well, get yourself an American flag and a Budweiser, and let's get on out here and swing that shit around with some fake titty blondes and sing some songs. It's like, yeah, there we go. It's like, how about that? It's like, this is pretty fun. It's like, yeah, we'll take your reproductive rights away. It's like, what's that? Just keep partying, bro. Like, nobody's perfect. But even then, you know, it's like you think you got it squared away, and you cannot talk politics. Things are politically adjacent now, you know, especially in this city. Like, I moved here from New York City. Austin, Texas is a very liberal town. I thought I'd kind of fit in. Not so much. This is like joining the liberal special forces coming around here. This is very intense here. You are going to get into fights even if you're not trying to. Like, I was talking to this girl at a bar. I'm single. She's not, but she's trying to help me get laid, which is what I do. I respect the effort and all that. And she was telling me that her friend's single. And she's like, yeah, how about my friend? She's pretty, right? And she was, to her credit, very attractive girl. But here was the thing. So she had a lot of hair under her arms and on her legs real hardcore, right? Now, this is the deal with that. That's just not for me. That's all it is. And I told her that. And she was like, you don't think women should have hair under their arms or on their legs? And I said, I shouldn't be in charge of that. I don't want that job. I don't want to walk around telling everybody who and what and why to shave, when, what. I just figured we find each other based on our own choices and our personal agency, and that's how we kind of make this thing work. Do I have to fuck everybody now? Is that where this is going? Am I just expected to fuck whatever you direct me at? I forget. So, because I don't think they want to fuck me anyway. But the point is, the point of that type of thing, that whole game, is not to pass or fail. It's just to make you wonder whether or not you're a piece of shit. That's all that is. That little questioning thing, it's just to put a seed in your head and be like, maybe you fucking suck. And then you walk away and you're like, am I a dick? Am I a piece of shit? Oh fuck, I'm a piece of shit. And here's the thing, this is a little hack on that. It only works on you if you're not a piece of shit. That's the thing. Because if you are a piece of shit and somebody's like, oh, you don't think women should have hair on their legs? You'll be like, fuck no, I don't. You fat, hairy bitch. You should shave your... Those people don't care at all what you think. All right? This only works if you're a decent fucking person. So if it affects you, know that that's the trick, right? But it did get to me because I was raised right and I'm home and I'm like, ah, shit. What does this mean about me? Right? I'm just a... I don't want to make somebody feel bad. I guess I could fuck that girl. You know? Like, that's where my head starts going. It's like, I guess I could. All day walking around my apartment being like, I guess let's just chew up some Viagra or something. And then I'm in my car and I'm thinking about it. It's like, if there's like a porno that I liked and that's on and maybe I could just like look up. But that's dehumanizing to this woman. Like, she's not going to want to be a part of that. Anyway, as I'm doing that and I'm lost in my own thoughts, I'm driving around Austin and I see this tattoo parlor that has I had never seen the name of it before. It was called Problem Child Tattoos. But I only saw the part of the sign that said child tattoos. And in my head, like, these Jenga blocks just sort of like teetered and fell over. And I was like, fucking liberals making kids get tattoos and I gotta fuck hairy-legged women. Like, my shit just started losing. So I guess I'm just like finding my edges as to where it is that I stand. But I don't want to choose a team because that's idiotic. And that's my time, guys. Thank you very much for having me. Take care.
Keep it going for Paul, you guys. Hell yeah. All right.
We got a couple left. I want you to make it very loud right now for Mr. David Centofanti, everybody.
What the fuck is up, guys? How we doing? Hell yeah. We out here. Okay. Who here is from Austin? That was so... What, you guys hate being here? Who's from Austin? The same level of energy. Jesus Christ. Who's not from Austin? Yeah. You know why that was louder? Because you guys don't have to pay a shit ton of rent to live in a shithole. This city's kind of nasty, ain't it? Dude, they keep raising my rent. I've lived here 3 years. They keep raising my rent each year. It gets insanely, like, why? How? How is this place so expensive? It's gotten so bad that every morning I step out on my front porch and I shoot my gun in the air. And then I go back inside and I get on the Nextdoor app and I talk to all my white lady neighbors. They're like, we heard the gunshots again. I go, I know, I did too. They're like, what do we do? And I was like, we have to do something about this. I suggest we get the landlords together. We have a little talk with them, and if they don't lower our rent, I have a gun. Kill my landlord. I think about that a lot lately. Kill my landlord, and then I become lord of the land, right? That's how that works. It's my land now. First order of business, I'm raising the rent. So make some fucking money off these fools. What are they gonna do? I have a gun. That's my favorite thing about Texas is the guns. We have them up in Michigan too, but it's less regulated. Okay. Cool. Don't laugh at that. It's cool. I have a gun. I'll see you out in the parking lot. All right. A little about me. We did a gender reveal party this year. Me and my lady. Have you heard these? You haven't? Oh, let me teach you, son. You cut the cake, it's pink, it's a girl, blue, it's a boy, you know? We cut the cake, it was chocolate. I'm like, that's not my kid. I'll take a slice to go. You want to stick around and help raise the kid? I don't care if my wife is black. No, she's not black and she's not pregnant, so everything's good in the Centofanti house. Hey, no, we did get a puppy, though. We got a puppy this month. And the first thing, I got this puppy, and everyone was like, oh, you know what this means? You know what this means? You're going to have a kid soon. And I was like, I thought it meant that I get to put this thing down in 10 to 12 years. This thing doesn't pay rent, but I have to pay rent for it. I'm thinking of getting this dog a job. I'm going to be a therapy dog, service dog. I'm going to go help young white ladies with their problems. He's going to be a full doctorate. He's going to pay his fucking rent. I love this dog. This dog is so cool. I took him out. I've been taking him out a lot because he's got his shots. He's all vaccinated. And we saw this lady at this brunch the other day, and she had a cute puppy too. And me and my girl were like, do we want the puppies to meet? Because that's who we are now. And she said no. This lady said no. She's like, I'm not getting my dog vaccinated. I'm not getting its shots. I was like, what? Get your dog its shots. What are you worried about? Your dog's going to be autistic? You concerned about that? I hope my dog gets autism. I'm giving him extra shots at home. I'm just filling them up. It'd be amazing. You come home, you see your dog, he's found all the lost socks from the laundry. He's got them in order of size and color. Good boy. He separates his kibble, misshapen and shapen. He puts all the misshapen pieces in a shoebox in the closet, saving them for a rainy day. And he doesn't bark. No, now he meows. This dumb dog. I love this dog. The funniest thing, I've never experienced this. I've always been a cat person. Now I have a dog in my life, and you got to take this dog with you most of the time everywhere. And women love him. Women love puppies. But they go fucking weird and crazy. A side of women I've never seen before. Like the number one thing I've noticed is the women bring up his breath. They go, he's got puppy breath. It smells so good, his puppy breath. I'm like, that's funny. He ate his turds 2 minutes ago. What are you smelling? This one girl was like, have you smelled his toes? His toes smell like Fritos. I smelled them, and it does. It smells like Fritos. I'm like, fucking ruined Fritos for me. Great. And then not even that long ago, like last week, this one girl, she grabbed his fucking skin. She goes, look at all that skin. I'm like, what happens to women when they meet puppies? They all become Jeffrey Dahmer. They're like, I just want to eat them up. I'm like, I think you actually do. My boy. And also, this is a woman that is saying this to my puppy. I let it happen. If a guy said all those things about my dog, I'd be like, get the fuck away from my dog. So those from Texas, who's not from Texas, you guys might not know this. We can't watch porn here. Porn's illegal. Isn't that crazy? We're allowed to have guns. We can kill each other, but we can't masturbate. It's insane. But I have a little trick for you. It's very simple. It's a VPN. The VPN, it makes your location somewhere else. And in case you don't know what VPN stands for, it stands for View Porn Now. It's right there. It's efficient. Get the job done for y'all. I've lived here 3 years, and Eli was talking about the homeless people before me. I've lived here long enough now where they know who I am and I know who they are. There's regular seasoned vets out there on the streets. The other day I was walking and I saw one of them, and it's a dude I always give money to, and I'm walking by him and he goes, "Hey man," and I go, "Fuck, he's gonna ask me for some money." He goes, "Hey man, have you lost weight?" What? Have you been paying attention to me out here on the streets? I have. It's weird. Have I lost weight? You paying attention to me while I'm ignoring you? He goes, "What are you doing, man?" He's like, "What are you doing? Are you walking a lot?" And I'm like, "Well, not as much as you." How do I get that V? All these homeless people have, they look so good. They're always rushing somewhere, like they're late for work. It's an election year. How's it in New York? Are you guys talking about it at all? Right? No one's talking about it. Have you guys talked about it with anyone? I think we're just letting it happen, right? We're just like, let's just get through this rerun. We did it before. Let's just get through it with a different ending. I do think Trump's going to win. I do. See, that's a lackluster response. I said that in San Antonio to a room full of Mexicans, and they went wild. They went crazy. They love him. And I was shocked because I was like, really? You guys like, they're like, "Yeah, dude, build that fucking wall. You don't want my cousin here. He's fucking loco." I was like, I see. It's all about keeping that one family member out. Yeah. Do you guys think, I was thinking about Joe today, Joe Biden. Do you think Joe Biden's ever accidentally called Kamala Obama? It's definitely happened, right? Like around 3 p.m., past his bedtime. Slid down. You know what I can't wait for this year is when they finally walk Joe Biden out to the podium and then they cut him in half and he's a cake. Oh, he's a cake. Okay. All's forgiven. He's probably chocolate cake. That's why Obama fucked with him. I'll leave you guys with this. I do think Trump's going to win. I do. I think he's going to win, though, because I think he's going to run a little different. I think Trump's going to be our first female president. Come out to the podium with longer, faker hair. "I'm back. Some things have changed. I have a pussy now. Oh my God, you should see this pussy. It's incredible. The best, greatest, oh my God. The largest labia majora you'll ever see. A camel toe you can see from space. No camels in Abu Dhabi have toes bigger than me. Oh, and the walls of this pussy, oh, they're incredible, amazing. Mexico paid for them, not you. America, grab me by my pussy." And then he'll win. And how mad is Hillary going to be? When he's tweeting every morning, "I'm the first female president, Madam Donna Trump." I'm fucking here for it. All right, guys. We did it. I'll see you outside with my gun. Have a lovely night. I'm David Centofanti.
Coming to the stage next, we have a gentleman that works at the Comedy Mothership, the one and the only. He also gave me some fries backstage. Very generous man. Make some noise for Andre Ricks.
Smoky, right? It's not. This is good. The show's going good. Everybody having fun? We're recording. I didn't know. I would have grown my hair out if I knew we were recording. But here we are. We're doing it. You guys a couple? No. All right, back to what I was talking about. That's the crowd work push. This is good. Who's from, we got travelers here? Tourists? Where y'all from? Jersey. Okay, back to what I was talking about. Nah, Jersey's cool. But yeah, Jersey's... It's tight, all right. It's tight. Now, y'all still live there or y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, you just here for a little bit?
Yeah.
That's cool. Austin's a cool city. You been here before or no?
No, first time.
Good. What do you think?
Pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. Going back to Jersey. Bad choices. Making bad. Stay here. It's fun. It's a lot of people look like y'all. All around. You know what I mean? I'm from Texas. I'll tell you about Texas. Anybody else from Texas? Oh, I'm from Lubbock, Texas. Okay. All right. I liked y'all better before. Yeah, I'm from Lubbock. This is y'all from Jersey. Texas kind of looks like this, right? Lubbock's up here in the Panhandle, so it's just like a little country town. You're not missing much. We got great old ladies. If you like an old lady, we got good ones. I don't know what it is. There's something about the dirt in the air that just keeps them moisturized and preserved. I don't know. Have you ever heard the term knocking the dust off that pussy? That was invented in Lubbock, Texas. We're known for two things, Buddy Holly and knocking the dust off. Yeah, but that's where I'm from. I'm from Lubbock, Texas. I grew up there. I didn't grow up in the black community. There's not a big black community in Lubbock, Texas. So, I hope y'all like black people. I'm black. I'm not ghetto. Black, you know what I'm saying? Like magic tricks don't impress me. If I can. You know what I mean? I grew up around Latinos. Y'all got Latinos in Jersey? So I grew up around Latinos. I went to a lot of quinceañeras that we had no idea who's was getting celebrated. We were just there. It's just kind of what you do. You just kind of pop up, you know what I mean? Dance in a circle for 3 hours, do your thing, have a good time, But I grew up around Latinos. I'll give you an example. I went to a junior high that was 99% Latin, and I played basketball there for 3 years, and for 3 years, I was the star. Obviously, you know what I mean? In practice, I'd be checking the ball. They kept kicking it back, and I was like, pick up the ball, Sergio. Arriba, underlay, nigga. We finna lose the game. We had a fast break play called La Migra. You know that? Yeah, it means immigration. If I go. I don't know much about Jersey. I don't know what y'all got at Jersey. But so yeah, I grew up around Latinos, which is cool. I love them, and because of that, all my first girlfriends, all my first crushes were Latinas. And I just realized now at 37 that I have to stop doing that. That is not, it's not good for me. It's not working out. I've tried twice now. The girl I had before, Mexican American, good head on her shoulders, a fantastic IUD. I loved her to death. She was so nice. Good girl. The problem was she ain't have no ass, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so it was kind of doomed from the beginning. I don't know if you've ever been yelled at by a bitch with no ass, but it's hard to reconcile in your brain while it's happening, you know what I'm saying? The whole time you're getting yelled at, you're just like, why am I here, nigga? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Because a fat ass is a mood lifter. You could be having a bad day, see a fat ass, and be like, nigga, it's gonna be all right. I don't know why I was stressing, baby. I'll stay another week. So I was in the relationship with that girl, and it didn't work out. And the girl before that was Argentinian and Italian, which is a special type of Latina called toxic as fuck. There's a lot of passion in that combination. And I didn't know there was so many, red flags about her because I was in the relationship. I couldn't see the forest from the trees. You know what I'm saying? You know the phrase, whatever the phrase is. I couldn't have a forest from a tree. And I got out the relationship and I realized the issue. And I realized going after her was like looking at a tornado and being like, nigga, I think I could walk through this, dog. And all my homies were looking at the same tornado like, dog, that is 200-mile-per-hour winds. Don't do it. And I'm just like, yeah, get a kite, motherfucker. This is my shit. I got this. And turns out I did not have it at all. I was fucked up for a whole year, and the relationship was completely toxic. The breakup completely changed me. I used to be white with red hair and freckles, and I'm fucking just telling jokes. You know? So I gotta switch it up, you know what I mean? And the other thing that happened with that last girl, I was thinking about having kids with her because I had to buy her a Plan B pill. And I had fucked up twice in the situation. I fucked up once, it was my fault. The other time I fucked up, it wasn't my fault. My fault was sleeping with a girl I did not want to have my kid. The second time I messed up, I didn't watch her take that pill because they didn't put that on the box. You see what I'm saying? That should be part of the instructions. There should be 2 sets of instructions on the Plan B pill, one for guys and one for girls. You feel me? For girls, it should say what it says. Take 1 pill 24 to 72 hours after having unprotected sex. For guys, just watch that tricky hoe take that pill. That's all you gotta do. Plan some fun activities. Take one with her if you have to. You know what I mean? Wrap that bitch in cheese. Just take shit. Done, nigga. Don't do what I did. Don't hand it to her and drive off, nigga. So I got to switch it up. I got to, I've never dated a white girl. I fuck them. I've never dated one. That might be next. I like white people. My best friend is half white, so. I'm just saying, I'm an ally. I just want y'all. I fuck with white people. I like some of the shit y'all do. Farmers markets? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's a good Saturday morning. Drinking wine, buying turnips and shit. Where else you gonna get a fucking sweet-ass radish? You know what I'm talking about? Nah, I fuck with white people. I just don't know a lot about them. So what I did, I went on a quest. You know how y'all like to say quest? I went on a little quest to understand white culture, and I came across a documentary called Free Solo. Jersey, y'all seen Free Solo? You haven't? Free Solo is about this guy who climbs these like mountains and cliffs with no rope and with no real good reason except he's white. And the documentary is good. It's tense because you're watching it and you want him to make it, but really you don't want him to make it. You want to see a fucking train wreck. You know what I'm saying? But he makes it every time, unfortunately. But there's an interesting part in the documentary. I don't know what this says about white culture, but they were both white. It's towards the end where he's driving to climb El Capitan. That's what the whole documentary is about. It's about him getting to the top of El Capitan. And he's driving to do it. He's got his girl in the car with him. And the closer they get to the moment, the more emotional she gets. And she looks at him and she goes, "Hey, I love you. You don't have to do this. I want to get married. I want to have kids. You don't have to do this." And he looks at her and he goes, "I know. And I love rocks, bitch. I don't know what the He goes, "Didn't you see the title of the documentary? It's called Free Solo, not Tethered Couple. I don't know what the fuck. It's also not called Chronicles of a Nagging Ass Hoe. Get out the car. I got shit to do with the culture right now." He doesn't say that, but that's his energy. You know? Hey, so I'm on the quest. I'm still trying to understand white culture. This is me on the quest. And then I came across another documentary called The Alpinists right after that. And if you haven't seen The Alpinist, watch Free Solo first because The Alpinist is Free Solo times 10. Because this guy's doing the same shit, but his rocks are covered in ice and snow. Still, no rope and with no real good reason except he's autistic. That's right. Is that what you said? Somebody said autistic. He's fucking autistic. If you watch the documentary, you know what I'm talking about. This is what happens. 20 minutes into the documentary crew loses him. So now you're just watching a documentary about a documentary crew. Just kind of looking for this motherfucker, you know? Now, listen, side note from that real quick. I've been meaning to say this to mostly the younger generation. Listen, all y'all can't have autism, baby. There's a lot of autism going around, and statistically not possible, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on, but you talk to people, they be like, "I got autism." I'll be like, I don't think you got autism, dog. They be like, no, I really do have a hard time making eye contact when people talk to me. It's like, nigga, you're rude, dog. You just rude. I don't know why you blaming it on autism. You keep talking to them, they'll be like, "Nah, I got autism." I'll be like, "All right, baby, here's a Rubik's Cube. You got 35 seconds to fucking peel the stickers off and eat that motherfucker. You got to prove it to me, baby." Anyways, back to The Alpinist. Good documentary, check it out. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but he dies in the end. And, all right, I got to go. Y'all have a great night, man.
What a great show we had tonight, you guys. Yeah? We had fun. Thank you so much for coming out to Rozco's tonight. You're supporting local comics, local owners. So we'll see you next time, yeah? I'm Mallory Raquel. Cheers.